Hi, my name is Olivia Bezold, and I'm a self-proclaimed avid coffee drinker. As a college student and, in general, a normal human being, I drink a lot of coffee to get me through the day. We're talking like 3 to 4 cups before noon type of a lot of coffee. And that doesn't even include the cups that I would drink after work or the occasional cup of decaf coffee that I'll have before bed. Over the years, I've had so many people come up to me and be like, "You're just hurting yourself. You're going to develop heart arrhythmias. The reason you're only 5'4" is because you stunted your growth whenever you started drinking coffee as a kid." Or I've even had someone come up and tell me that my kids are going to come out funky looking if I continue to drink as much coffee as I do right now. Therefore, I'm going to talk to you today about coffee because, obviously enough, you'd be surprised about how many people don't actually know the health benefits that come with this delicious drink. According to Ole Gresner, 90% of Americans drink coffee daily. That's a lot of people. After water, it is one of the most consumed beverages there is. And because of this, there's a lot of debate on whether coffee consumption is actually beneficial or if it can cause adverse health effects, kind of like the ones I stated before. Surprisingly enough, Solomon Body's study tells us that coffee reduces the risk of both atrial and ventricular arrhythmias. Not only that, but it decreases the risk for DM2, which is diabetes type 2, but it also negatively affects Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's. So not only does it reduce your risk for a few of these, major diseases, but it also benefits you because it acts as a stimulant for your brain. The caffeine in coffee is a bioactive compound that acts as a stimulator to your central nervous system. This is how it helps people wake up easier in the mornings, it can make you feel alive, and in my case, it's what helps me feel like an actual person. But the benefits don't just end there. There are even studies being conducted now to see if it actually benefits your long-term memory. Speaking of long-term, it can actually potentially reduce your weight gain. Lisanne Balt conducted experiments to see if it would take a few inches off of your waist circumference, but there was no correlation that it did. However, another study showed that an increase in coffee consumption will lead to a small reduction in long-term weight gain. So basically, I don't know about you, but what I'm hearing is that my coffee obsession will actually help to take a few pounds off of my mom body whenever I have my funky looking kids. There are obviously so many misconceptions about caffeine and coffee, but one of the biggest myths is that it affects your heart negatively, it affects your blood pressure, or it can lead to an increase in coronary heart disease mortality. However, the majority of these studies that state these findings and state these results, they fail to address the uncontrollable factors in a human's life, such as alcohol consumption, smoking, body mass index, and so many other factors. Yes, some studies show that it can affect your blood pressure and it can affect your heart rate, but never more than for 3 hours at a time. There have been no correlations on long-term raised blood pressure due to coffee consumption. Jacob Kelly even conducted a study saying that coffee is safe for patients with heart failure. So obviously, it's not going to affect your heart too badly, But on a lesser note and lesser side effects, several people believe that coffee can make you become dehydrated. Sophie Killer says that coffee can act as a diuretic, which means that you will have an increase in urination output. However, regular coffee drinkers can develop a tolerance to this compound and it won't affect them. So really, it will only affect the people who don't drink coffee as often. All of these studies just show that there is more than just detrimental side effects from drinking coffee. It's 1 cup of coffee is not going to kill you. I, for one, will continue to drink my coffee with pleasure. Thank you.